Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. This is lesson 14 of lessons in how to read palms. My website is listed below this video and it is alphawisdom.love. If you are interested in palmistry and you would like a reading from me, please see the website for all contact information. Now, lesson 14, that's today's lesson. We're focusing on the index finger. You had a little introduction before, but I felt more was needed. And if time permits, we will go right into the importance of the thumb. Okay, let's get started. Here we're looking at a hand with long fingers, I'd say. But we're focusing on the index finger, whose planetary name is Jupiter. And I have this yellow line across so you can see the comparison here. Okay? But just a little information on this Jupiter finger. This is the finger that foretells good fortune. We can see it in the finger, really, we can. Ambition, success, and your ego. This finger also shows leadership, wisdom, optimism, and most importantly, self-esteem. That's what it's all about. It's like looking at in a mirror at yourself. So this finger is very important. Now, the next important aspect is the length of the finger and what effect it's going to have on you, or what happens to the meanings behind this. All right. In this case, we're looking at the same lengths between the ring finger and the Jupiter finger. This suggests a well-balanced person who is confident and self-assured. He or she sees themselves the same as the public. And maybe they might do it a little cut above. Okay, so that's very important. So when you look at fingers, whether it's someone on television or a friend or a passerby, and you notice, if you see that length, this is a balanced person. Not too much ego, not too much ambition. Yes, ambition is there, but everything seems to balance quite well. All right, let's go on to another example. All right. Here we have the Jupiter finger, and you'll notice that this one is shorter. We always compare with the ring finger. It's shorter than the ring finger. So what does this say? The characteristics are still there, but what happens is the confidence may drop a bit. A feeling of lower self-esteem. That's what happens here. And also, the person may be in public that they're jovial, they're happy, if they're a performer or someone that has to speak, they come across very well, and of course the public likes them. But when they get home, they're going through details. I should have done this way. I should have done it that way. And here is that doubt. So doubt is there. But in the long run, it may work out quite well because we find these people are compassionate. We find intelligence there because they have that idea they have to try harder, work a little more. And usually they are very successful, very successful. And if you get a chance to look at the hands of performers or well-known people, you might find that index finger a little shorter. Of course, it could be long too, but just because you doubt yourself, that doesn't mean that others doubt you. All right, so that is the shorter finger. Now, some Jupiter fingers may be shorter than that, and that brings down the self-esteem. It just brings everything down. So this, what I'm showing you, is usually what we see with a shorter length. That's about where it is. Okay, let's go on to the next one. All right. Here is the long finger. Now, we saw this picture before in an earlier lesson, but you'll notice that it is longer than the ring finger. Both hands. I said both hands because when both hands are analyzed, we may find with some people that Jupiter finger's length may be different from the other hand. So we have that. But anyway, for long-fingered people, we find the person tends to be a bit controlling, enjoys being a leader, and a perfectionist. They have this length. Having this length will be, they are sensible, responsible, and they are high achievers. At a young age, they develop self-reliance through the nurturing of, it's usually a mother figure. They were given responsibilities beyond their age, a little beyond their age when they were very young. So they understood responsibility. These people are born leaders. They also are very dependable, especially in times of emergency. These are the people you call on. In fact, before you can finish, I need your help, they're right there. These are also the people that will not sit in the middle or back of a room in a class or a conference meeting. They must be in front because this is their natural born leader tendency to be a leader. And they do quite well at it. Okay, let's go on to what's next. All right, we have time for the introduction of the thumb. Okay, the thumb. What would the hand be without the thumb? It's a very important finger. It shows if you are a flexible thinker, full of ideas, but can't get started on the reverse with no ideas but anxious to help. I'll explain that as we go further. If you are stubborn, if you are a little naive, and you'll find that it also shows flexibility, of course, flexible thinking, but flexibility in every aspect of your life. You'll find that if you compare your thumbs on both hands, one thumb, especially on the inactive or passive hand, will be more flexible than the active hand's thumb. Okay, we'll get into that. Now, let's look at the flanges. The upper flange is called the will, your ability to take action. The flange just below that is logic, your ideas, and the one below is love. Love goes into the thumb ball, and its planetary name is Venus, who is the goddess of love. All right, we will go in great detail of the thumb in our next lesson, in lesson 15. Okay, please consider subscribing. And if you like this lesson, give a thumbs up. Please feel free to leave a comment and let me know how you're doing. Constantly look at your hands so you feel more comfortable as you look at them and you know and understand what you're looking at. Well, thanks for watching. Have a safe life, and till next time.